Good day, ma'am. I am JVR Avila, BSA major in Animal Science, Section PA in your subject in Enbio. I'm here to perform my oral recitation. Question number 1. What's the difference between living and non-living system? The difference between living and non-living things or systems are: living things have life, which means they can breathe, they can eat, they can grow, they can move, they can reproduce, and they have senses. We human beings, animals, plants, and microorganisms are examples of living system. Living system responds to stimuli in the environment and have definite lifespan. But in non-living system, they have no cells, which means they have no life. They haven't senses or say, so they can't eat or reproduce. Some examples of non-living things or systems are water, rock, weather, and climate. Question number 2. What is your stand about the evolution of man? My stand about the evolution of man that we human beings are originated from Homo sapiens and developed and evolved from time to time, which is in the older species. They adapt to their environment and able to survive, and they reproduce to pass their genes to generation. Question number 3. What's the difference between natural selection and artificial selection? Natural selection and artificial selection are both can cause changes in animal and plants. But the difference between the two is that natural selection is a process which an organism adapts to its environment through selectively reproducing. It changes its genotype, which means it acts without the input of human, or it happens naturally. In the other hand, selective breeding, also called as artificial selection, is the process by which humans use animal breeding and plant breeding to selectively develop particular phenotype traits or characteristics. It requires human input. Like for example, dog, i-pair siya og laing breed para makaproduce og unique or magandang offspring. And the last question number 4. Choose 3 unifying themes in biology and explain it. My first one is living systems organized into cells. It means living things are made up of cells. We all know it all starts with the cell. And for some species it ends with the cell. But for the other hand, the cell came together to form tissue. Tissue form organs, and organs form organ system. And organ systems combine to form an organism. Cells are basic unit of structure and function in our body, as they are in all living things. Each cell carries out basic life processes that allows the body to survive. Many human cells are specialized in form and functions, as shown in figure below. Each type of cells in the figure plays a specific role. And the second one is the diversity of life arises by evolutionary change. Evolution and diversity result from interaction between organisms and their environment, and the consequence of this interaction over long period of time. Organisms continue, continually adapt to their environment and the diversity of environments too that exists promotes a diversity of organisms adapt to them. And the third one is cell are information processing system. In my understanding that each of cells, human, bacteria, is a sophisticated information processing device. Cells have involved and remarkable ability to appraise their internal and external environment and then to act on the information gathered. They can decide whether to stay or they can crawl away, whether to grow or hunker down until conditions improve, whether to produce or enzyme or another, and so much more. That's all, thank you.